Welcome to TTVNEWS with some latest events in Tay Ninh Province. The audience, Tay Ninh Provincial People's Council term 2021-2026 wrapped up its second session on December 9th. The session has completed the working program with many important contents. The delegates took time to review reports and submissions, approved 27 resolutions, and carried out supervision in accordance with the order and procedures prescribed by the law. The session conducted a question and answer session on 3 groups of issues, including investment, healthcare, and support for workers in difficulties. The session basically clarified the current situation, causes, and responsibilities of agencies, organizations, and individuals concerned, and identify basic solutions to overcome. On the basis of the report submitted by the Provincial People's Committee and related branches, the delegates unanimously approved the resolution on the Socio-Economic Development Plan in 2022 and 26 other important resolutions. Secretary of the Tay Ninh Provincial Party Committee and Chairman of the People's Council Nguyễn Thành Tâm requested the administration of the Tay Ninh Province needs to continue to innovate growth mindset, act more decisively and effectively, determined to overcome difficulties to develop the province comprehensively, narrowing the gap between itself and other provinces in the Southeast region. The chairman of the Provincial People's Council also called on all voters to join hands with the party committee and the government to successfully implement the socio-economic goals and tasks in 2022, creating a solid foundation for the implementation of development goals and orientations in the next 5 years, in accordance with the resolution of the Provincial Party Congress and the resolution of the Provincial People's Council just approved.
The Secretary of the Tay Ninh Provincial Party Committee, Chairman of Provincial People's Council Nguyễn Thành Tâm has just directed the Department of Health to review the actual situation of the medical facilities to have solutions for operating facilities and supplementing equipment to meet the requirements of COVID-19 prevention and control tasks. The department should also have a mechanism to monitor and report on drug bidding, procurement of medical supplies and equipment. Mr. Nguyễn Thành Tâm also requested the health sector to ensure the funding for units to fully and timely pay for medical staff at medical facilities and the fields of hospital in terms of wage, benefits, specific allowance for the prevention and control of COVID-19 pandemic, meal allowance, avoid causing frustration affecting the working spirit of medical staff. On the other hand, the department also needs to have mechanisms and policies to count and mobilize the non-public health workers, volunteers to ensure the professional and health conditions participate in pandemic prevention and control at the mobile medical stations, to lift the burden on medical staff at public health facilities. Mobile medical stations, especially in localities where COVID-19 patients treated at home, must ensure the requirements for human resources and ready to provide rest for COVID-19 patients in the outpatient setting according to the guidelines of diagnosis and treatment of COVID-19 issued by the Ministry of Health. In addition, the Secretary of Provincial Party Committee also requested the health sector to continue to administering vaccination for subjects eligible for COVID-19 vaccines, both adults and children, prepare a plan to vaccinate against the second dose of vaccine for the people who have received the first dose, review those who have not received the first dose to administer vaccination for them, especially elderly, to people with underlying diseases, to ensure the health and safety for the people and increase the vaccination rate in the province.
Speaking at the second session of the Tay Ninh Provincial People's Council, Mr. Nguyễn Thành Ngọc, Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee and Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee, said that despite facing many difficulties and challenges, with great efforts, high determination of the whole political system, and the joint effort consensus of all economic sectors and all classes of people, Tay Ninh has effectively realized the dual goals of fighting against COVID-19, recovering and developing the economy. Together with the whole country, our province has basically controlled the pandemic, gradually restored production, business, and travel activities, bringing people's life back to the new normal. According to Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, in difficult circumstances. Sometimes the production chain was broken due to the application of social distancing measures. It's a great effort for the province to maintain a positive economic growth rate. Budget revenue reached 113% of the estimate assigned by the government and was close to the target by the Provincial People's Council. The province has also balanced the budget, ensuring spending for disease prevention and control. Enterprises still maintain and promote exports, especially foreign invested ones, reaching $5 billion, up 12.2%, the highest increase ever. This shows that local goods and export markets have had a stable foothold, especially in demanding markets such as the EU and the US. The province is interested in directing to remove difficulties, clear bottlenecks in the field to plan investment, planning great conditions to attract resources, focus on implementing public investment projects, especially key projects, focus on supporting investors to implement projects according to schedule. The investment environment continues to improve, especially creating conditions for businesses to expand investment in the province, which had an impact on investment attraction. Foreign investment continued to achieve good results, ranking 12 out of 63 provinces and cities in attracting foreign investment. In addition, social security work is ensured. There is no poverty-stricken households, synchronously implementing support policies for those affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, according to regulations, with a total budget of over 500 billion Vietnam dong. The number of people entering Vietnam from Cambodia through the province border gates tends to increase in recent days. According to the assessment of the Ministry of Health, this may be one of the factors causing the sudden increase in the number of COVID-19 infections in Tay Ninh province. So the prevention and control of pandemic on the borderline continues to receive attention from the province. The records promoted by International Border Gate in Bến Cầu district show that in recent days, the number of people passing through the border gate has increased about 150 to 200 people per day, nearly double compared to before. According to regulations, those entering Vietnam receive 2 doses of vaccine will be isolated for 7 days and monitored for an additional 7 days at home, and they can choose an isolation hotel if needed. Along with strengthening the COVID-19 prevention and control at border gates, Tay Ninh province also pays attention and promotes the fight against the infectious disease on open roads, strengthen patrol and control, firmly detect and prevent cases of illegal entry and exit across the border. Turn to other news. The 21st Vietnam International Agricultural Trade Fair, organized by the Agricultural Trade Promotion Center under the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, lasts from December 9th to 12th. This is an important trade promotion event of Vietnam's agriculture industry in 2021. The fair opens up opportunities for provinces and cities to introduce their potential strengths and attract investment in agricultural and rural development.
There are 10 enterprises of Tay Ninh participating in this fair, in which many OCOP products of the province have been promoted to domestic and international markets, such as custard apples of Nathani Joint Stock Company, super thin rice paper of Tay Ninh Company Limited, the cashew fish rolls, custard apple wine of Vương Ngọc Vegan Company Limited, or melons of Hoàng Xuân Farm, etc. AgroViet Online 2021 is built with a user-friendly interface, stimulating a live fair model in 3D form. The interface of the fair will help the customer visit convenient to find out information at each functional area of the exhibition, interact with participating businesses through online connection tools. In addition to accessing businesses and industry information at the booth area, visitors can participate in online events on the sidelines of the fair, learn information about offers to buy and sell agricultural products.
The audience, every year when the blood season comes around, the water lily blooms again, not as luxurious and elegant as other flowers, but the beauty of the water lily looks like the finishing touch in the nature paintings of the West during the blood season. Like Western provinces, The flower is also blooming in many places of Tay Ninh province, creating a beautiful countryside picture, truly captivating people's heart. During the blood season between September and December every year, the water lily fields on the semi-submerged land upstream of Tay Ninh Lake, located at 106 Tuyay Commune, Tân Châu District, are in full bloom. The water lilies here grow naturally. This year, the water rise higher than usual, so the water lily also grows more. From afar, the purple and pink color of the water lily stands out, simmering in the middle of the vast river, making us feel like we are in the west of Vietnam. The blooms perform best in this season, so people like to come here to take photos with their friends. No one grows the water lily here. During the blood season, they bloom on water surface. The flowers look the most beautiful in their full blooms. When the water recedes, the water lily disappears. Behind it is a solar power field. Looking further, we can see the image of Padang Mountain standing tall, creating an unmistakable picture of Tay Ninh's hometown. As the local, every year, Mr. Phạm Văn Hoàng in Tuyay Commune of Tân Châu District also takes his wife and children here to admire the beauty of the water lily, and shares the wonderful moments of his family with this enchanting flower. These are truly unforgettable experiences for them. Every year when the water lily blooms, I take advantage of the day off to bring my family here to enjoy the fresh air of the countryside. This place is quite beautiful compared to some places that I have visited. The scenery here is more naturally beautiful. During the water lily season, photographers from many places look to the field to hunt for beautiful pictures of this flower. Taking photos of water lily here many times, but for photographer Dương Đức Kiên, each time it brings him a special feeling. It's very wonderful to take pictures here when the water lily blooms in December every year. The photos were taken with a various range of emotions depending on the water level. This year, I think it's beautiful. The flowers bloom a lot. The water is immense. Generally, these are wonderful words about Tay Ninh homeland. In the rising water field, besides the image of the fisherman's livelihood, the fact that the white water lily blooms and floats on the water surface has deepened the picture of the countryside in the blood season. That's all for today TTV News. Thanks for watching and see you next time.